I'm deporting back. 90-day fiancés. Asuelu Pula shares concerning video from U.S. immigration after visa expiry. Asuelu Pula, who is featured on 90-day, The Last Resort, has posted videos from the immigration services in the United States, implying that he could be sent back to Samoa. He made his first appearance in Season 6 of 90-day Fiancé alongside Kalani. Asuelu and Kalani's relationship got worse over time, even though they got married in September 2018 and had 2 sons, Oliver and Kennedy. They recently featured in Season 1 of 90-day, The Last Resort, to work through their trust issues. In the end, Kalani decided to go on with her Hall Pass lover, Dallas News, and she expressed a willingness to co-parent with Asuelu. Asuelu usually shares uplifting information on his social media accounts. Nevertheless, he just posted a few Instagram stories that have led to speculation that he would have to go back to Samoa. Asuelu released a video on January 30, 2025, in which he appeared to be waiting in line outside the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services in Los Angeles. He looked tired and dejected. He also released another video from within the facility, in which he discussed his condition. He stated that his visa, green card, and paperwork have all expired. Asuelu said, "I'm going to be deported back." He appeared to be amused by his situation, but he requested that his admirers send him their well wishes. It is unfortunate that Asuelu is experiencing a sudden fear of deportation after living in the United States for more than 6 years. In Season 6 of 90-day Fiancé, the Samoan man made his debut appearance. He married Kalani, and they had 2 cute sons together. Asuelu not only abandoned his family in Samoa, but he also became an active member of the United States by getting a job, purchasing a house with Kalani in Utah, and achieving other milestones. After watching him start a family in the United States, it is heartbreaking to see him facing such a major challenge. It is hard to tell what the future holds for Asuelu. However, his most recent films suggest that he may have to go back to Samoa, a choice that would have a major effect on his life. Asuelu and Kalani did not see eye to eye on a number of issues when they first separated. However, their present behavior on social media indicates that they have developed a friendly relationship and are successfully co-parenting their sons without any arguments. If Asuelu moves back to Samoa, he might have to be apart from his sons for a while and deal with the difficulties of co-parenting with Kalani from a distance. Asuelu's expulsion could end up being a good thing in the long run. He may return to Samoa, where he has a passion for the culture, and have the opportunity to live a simpler life with fewer obstacles. He could go back to working at the same resort where he met Kalani and spend time with his family. Even if he might not be able to see his children as frequently, he could still invite them to visit him around the holidays. If the alum from 90-day, The Last Resort, returns to Samoa, he could develop a new way of life that is more suitable for him. Reality television has a knack for capturing the raw, unvarnished moments of people's lives, but few stories are as full of stress and uncertainty as the immigration challenges encountered by some of its stars. Asuelu Pula, the affable but much misunderstood star of 90-day Fiancé, was involved in one such incident that took a troubling turn recently. Asuelu, who is known for his playful demeanor and love for his wife Kalani, faced an unexpected and alarming turn of events when he uploaded a video from U.S. immigration authorities announcing that his visa had expired and that he was at risk of being deported. The video that was posted on his social media accounts has since caused a stir among the 90-day Fiancé community, who have been following Asuelu's relationship as it has developed over the seasons, frequently with a combination of sympathy, annoyance, and uncertainty. Asuelu's statement that he might be sent back to Samoa, where he was born, brought up questions regarding his immigration status, his connection with Kalani, and what this could imply for his family's future. Asuelu looked upset yet calm in the video. He was sitting in a room with low lighting, and behind him was a government structure that looked threatening. As he spoke directly into the camera, he explained the problem in a combination of Samoan and English, his voice shaking just a little bit. He started out by saying, "I am currently at immigration," while his eyes moved around anxiously. "I have been here for a long time. They told me, "You have to go back since my visa expired. I have no desire to leave my family. I am unsure about what to do." His statements were chilling, particularly when he took a moment to collect himself before continuing. Asuelu was obviously feeling the pressure of the situation and the desire to remain with Kalani and their 2 children, Oliver and Kennedy. His determination to remain in the United States was clear, but so was the fact that his feelings were intense and strong. The disintegration of a romantic relationship. Asuelu and Kalani's relationship has always been full of ups and downs. Their narrative has been characterized by cultural differences, misunderstandings, and times of profound emotion, beginning with their first meeting in Samoa, when Kalani was visiting her family, and continuing through the stunning announcement of Kalani's unexpected pregnancy. The couple's experience on 90 Day Fiancé and its spin-offs has been anything from simple, as their different expectations and backgrounds frequently result in disagreements. Asuelu's cultural upbringing in Samoa has impacted many of his choices, which has occasionally resulted in misunderstandings with Kalani, who was reared in a more Americanized atmosphere. Fans of the show have had conflicting feelings regarding Asuelu's journey, from his unwillingness to take responsibility for certain areas of their relationship to his apparent ignorance about the importance of immigration concerns. On the one hand, he is the perfect example of a fish out of water. He is trying to figure out how to adjust to a new life in the United States, while also dealing with the challenges of being married and being a father. On the other hand, his lack of awareness of the complexities of American immigration law appeared to put him and his family in danger. Asuelu was given temporary entrance to the United States on a K-1 visa when he first arrived. He was required to marry Kalani within 90 days of his arrival. K-1 visa holders are required to marry within a certain time limit. If you do not marry inside this time frame, you may face harsh consequences, including deportation. Asuelu and Kalani are married and have created a life together, which includes the challenges of raising children and keeping their relationship strong. Their lives are broadcast on television for millions of people to watch. However, it seems that Asuelu's immigration status was left uncertain once his visa expired, even though he tried his hardest to avoid this outcome. The core problem: difficulties with immigration. Asuelu's circumstance is not one of a kind. The intricacies of immigration regulations in the United States are difficult for many people to understand, particularly those who have temporary visas. The K-1 visa procedure is intimidating since it requires a lot of paperwork, legal expenses, and a thorough understanding of the American immigration system. Kalani and Asuelu are an example of a couple who expect that after they finish the visa process and are married, the person who holds the visa will be able to change their status to that of a permanent resident. However, it is possible for things to be overlooked, as demonstrated by Asuelu's situation. Visas such as the K-1 frequently have severe dates and conditions, and failing to meet these requirements might result in serious penalties. Asuelu's failure to properly modify his status when his visa expired resulted in his interaction with U.S. immigration authorities, who made it plain to him that he could face deportation if he did not settle the problem soon. Asuelu seemed unsure of his alternatives in the video he shared. His options were limited because his visa had expired. At the time, Kalani had not spoken publicly about the matter, but admirers assumed that she was probably dealing with the emotional burden of the situation as well. Naturally, the couple's main worry was their children. Asuelu was plainly devastated by the notion of being separated from his family, and the looming danger of deportation added another layer of stress to an already complex relationship. Kalani's reaction to the emotional fallout. Asuelu's social media video not only caused a stir among followers, but it also brought attention to the emotional fallout that was happening within his family. Asuelu was busy dealing with the immigration authorities, leaving Kalani to handle the problem by herself. Kalani has always been the more practical and down-to-earth partner in their relationship. It was an extremely emotional challenge for her to confront the possibility of losing her husband, who was also the father of her children. Kalani expressed her shock and outrage in later posts on social media, but she also made it clear that she still supports Asuelu. In a long message on Instagram, she wrote, "We are working to understand everything. This is a very difficult situation, but we are family, and we will get through it together. I hope that people realize that we are putting in our best effort." Nevertheless, a lot of Kalani's followers were unable to shake off their feelings of discomfort. Fans wondered how long this could continue, how long Asuelu would be allowed to remain in the United States legally, and whether the relationship would be able to withstand the pressure of a possible split. Would Kalani have to abandon her home and life in the United States in order to go with Asuelu to Samoa, or would she be left to raise their children by herself? Kalani's reaction had both a sense of hope and a sense of caution. Although she said that she was committed to making the best of the situation, it was evident that Asuelu's visa problem was putting pressure on their relationship in ways that were not quite apparent on television. Kalani had previously been unsupported by Asuelu's immaturity and lack of responsibility, and the couple had gone through moments of doubt and anger in previous seasons. This latest discovery appeared to make those problems worse, leaving fans wondering whether the pair would be able to get through this difficult time together, or if they would end up splitting up. What will happen next for Asuelu and Kalani? At this time, it is unclear what will happen to Asuelu's immigration status. The immigration laws in the United States are known for being very complicated. It is possible that he may find a means to address his issue by requesting for an extension, altering his status, or getting legal assistance to remain in the United States. It's also possible that Kalani and Asuelu could be forced to emigrate, or confront even more tough decisions about their future together. The fans are left to guess what the pair will do next, and many of them are hoping that they will be able to find a way to get through this difficult time and remain together. Asuelu is clearly motivated by the dread of being separated from his family, and it appears that he is willing to do anything in order to stay in the United States and avoid being deported. Asuelu has shown appreciation for the overwhelming response from fans following the video, but it is also evident that the problem is far from resolved. Kalani may experience uncertainty and worry in the weeks and months ahead, but she may also find a renewed commitment to her family. Ultimately, the narrative of Asuelu and Kalani goes beyond the world of reality television. It addresses the real-life challenges that many immigrants encounter in the United States, as well as the intricate relationships that exist between love, family, and the legal system. Final thoughts. Asuelu Pula's social media video, in which he discusses his troubling experience with U.S. immigration authorities, has highlighted the difficult realities faced by non-citizens residing in the United States, as well as the challenges that come with retaining legal status. For fans of 90 Day Fiancé, it served as a powerful reminder of the difficulties that arise when attempting to establish a life in a new nation, as well as the emotional burden that comes with dealing with immigration problems. Although Asuelu's future in the United States is uncertain, one thing is certain: his adventure with Kalani is far from ended. It is yet uncertain if they will be able to overcome these most recent challenges, or if they will be confronted with even more difficult choices. However, their story serves as a strong reminder of the struggles that many immigrants have in a society where the aspiration for a better life frequently comes at a cost. Fans will continue to keep a close eye on their path, hoping for a resolution to Asuelu's immigration problems and cheering for the couple to find a way to get through this difficult time together. This article offers a unique perspective on the circumstances behind Asuelu's visa problems and how they impact his family dynamics, while also including aspects of their relationship as depicted on the show 90 Day Fiancé.